Well, hey everyone, thanks so much for checking out this video on how to fix your hair freezer. I just want to show you a couple items before we get started. Number one, this is the back panel. You can go ahead and remove that. That's going to actually help you to be able to get into these pieces right here. I want to show you just some of the specs for what is going on and what type of deep freezer I have right here, the model number, capacity, and other things. And then I also want to make sure you remember to go ahead and unplug your deep freezer. That is a very, very, very important. You don't want anything to happen, so you want to make sure everything is turned off and ready to go. But if you're like me, you might have come down and realized that your deep freezer was not running, or maybe you were like me and you tried to get something out of it and you realized it wasn't cold. And so that's what happened to us a couple days ago. And so what I did is actually started taking this piece apart, found out this is a main kind of the back of what's going on in your freezer. You have your compressor. Right here is a little dial on the front. You can kind of see of what your controls, so what temperature you want to control your freezer. And then you have a little box right here that kind of has a few items in it, and I'll show you what that is. You can pop this box off with just a simple screwdriver. Here's just a screwdriver I use. It's just a couple screws right here, but I went ahead and took those out so we didn't have to take those out during the video. And then I also have just a simple needle nose pliers that you'll need to kind of pry these off of your relay right here. One thing I do recommend is you make sure that you take a picture of all of this going on in here. There's a lot of wires going on, and you want to make sure you have a record of what that looked like before you take it off and take it apart and try to figure it out yourself. So when I was diagnosing mine, what I did is I opened this up. I realized that my compressor was still warm. And so that meant that it was trying to work, but for some reason it was not getting power, something was not happening in this. And so this is what actually controls and what makes it cool. And so I was looking at some of these items right here, and then I realized that a lot of this was controlled by this little white relay. And you can kind of see that in here at this item right there. It's kind of plugged into the compressor by just three little prongs. And so what I did is I took a picture again of this, pulled out all the cords, and then checked on my multimeter to kind of check some of these. I felt like some of these were a little weak and not actually powered up strong enough. So I ordered a new one, and then I did that, and I put this back together the way it is. And I also want to make sure I point out that there's a little black tool right here, a little black thing right there. It's called an overload protector, and that makes sure that, again, this is everything's staying safe in there. And so if you try this and this is not working, you replace this relay and this is still not working, you can try replacing your overload protector, and that's pretty cheap. It's only a few dollars on Amazon as well. But what I did is I replaced that, put everything back in there, plugged everything back up, checked it all out, plugged it back in the wall, and it actually started running and started working just fine. And then what I made sure is I let it run for about 24 hours before I made this video, just to make sure that was the actual fix, and it did work completely before I made this quick video for you guys. But all you do after that is pop, if it's working, it's running, everything's looking good, you can pop this back on, pop these screws back in, and then you are good to go, and you have saved your freezer about a $20 fix compared to getting a whole brand new freezer. So I hope that helped you guys. If it did, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. It would really help me out. And then also, if you have any questions or comments, you can put those down in the comment section at the bottom, and I will definitely help you out with those as well. But thanks so much again for checking out another video. Hope you have a great day, and see you in the next one.